Hi everyone, I'm Sharon, the Supervising Librarian for Teen Services for the Oakland Public Library. And if you hang out at the main library in the Teen Zone, you probably recognize me from there. I am here today to show you a really simple craft that you can do at home that's really relevant. So I would love you to be seeing someone else's face, but I wanted to get this up really quick because as of tonight at midnight, it is now a requirement that everybody wear face masks when they're outside. And I know people are scrambling to figure out ways to make them and find them. And we found this basically image on Instagram that we'll post on this page so you can see it also, that showed a really simple way to make a mask out of things you have at home. We wanted to make clear instructions for it, make sure it worked, and then demonstrate how you can do it yourself, so that everybody knows that they can make the masks that they need. So all you need for this is a sock that you don't want anymore. Coffee filter, if you have it, it just makes the masks a little stronger. Less things can get through the coffee filter, but if all you have is the sock, it'll still be somewhat of a protective barrier, and you'll still at least meet the requirements. And a pair of scissors. So really the simplest thing in the world. I'm also going to experiment with a pair of leggings, because my theory is that it would work with these two, and then you can get sort of bigger ones to fit different size people. The socks, it's a little small for some people's faces. So the first thing you want to do for the sock is you want to cut off the heel and the toe of the sock. And so you're just going to take your scissors and literally just cut straight down. And then again on the other side. This mask is going to be pretty small if we do it this way, which is part of why I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting. So I might make this one for one of my kiddos. And then you make a cut on the side of the socks, about halfway up. About that much space, so it looks like that. Do it on both sides. And that makes your straps. I mean, that's really the gist of it. So you can see when you use that part of a small sock, it's pretty small, but it would work for a smaller person or a smaller face. And then the coffee filters can just be cut to fit in and slip right inside of there to add that extra bit of protection, and then these can be thrown away and you can wash the mask part and it can be kind of reusable for indefinitely. So I have this kind of filter just because it's the kind of coffee we make at home. Any kind of coffee filter will work. You just need to fold it up, cut it, do whatever you need to do to make it sort of fit inside of there. So in this case, kind of cut it like that. Slide it right in, and then you just have that inside of there as your sort of extra layer. I mean, that was barely a minute's worth of work. So really simple way to make sure you have plenty of masks for yourself and for your family. If you're using a big sock like this, you can make multiple out of it, right? And you have a little more room to work with up here. So we could cut it again. Maybe I want to make sure this one's a little bigger, so I'm going to cut it a little further down. Same thing, right? We're just going to cut the side. Cut the other side. It's easier for me to flip it so I can kind of be right-handed. You pop it open. And that one really does fit. You need it to cover your mouth and nose fully. And again, we just take our coffee filter and make sure we cut it in a way that it sort of fits inside of there. This one is kind of doubly like that. It doesn't really matter. And then it can go right in there. And you're good to go. So that's your face mask. If you'd like to see us try it with a legging, I'm going to just go ahead and do it. This is a legging that I just don't really wear anymore. It's also cute, so why not? So if I want to cut a much bigger one, you can get, again, multiple. I'm going to cut off the bottom part where the kind of elastic is. and then just sort of measure how much of that legging I want to be part of my mask and cut there. And then again, we're just going to do that same repeat, right? So it's a little floppier, so it's harder to do holding up. Normally I would do it laying on the table, but I want you to be able to see what's happening. Fold it up. Check your size. That is fully the right size of a mask for my face. For slightly smaller ones, you could use smaller size leggings. And so that's really it. It's a really simple project. I apologize for the noise, and I hope that you'll make some of these and send us some pictures, show us how they turn out. Stay safe out there. Wear your masks when you're out and about. Be good to each other, and we really miss you, and we can't wait to see you back in the libraries.